Go.
Hi, my name is Michaela Spradlin, and I decided to do my project in Crystal Bridges in Bentonville. And I love that Bentonville is so close, or it's close to my house because I am from Bentonville. And so this is the exterior of Crystal Bridges right here. And Alice Walton, and she's the daughter of Sam and Helen Walton, and she started this beautiful tourist attraction, so it's really beautiful. And so let's get a look of it here. You can tell it has a lot of steel in the buildings and copper, and a lot of pretty materials were made in this. And since flash photography is not encouraged inside the building, I decided to do it on the outside. It's pretty rainy today, but I was highly interested in the mixture of glass and wood, and you can really see that it has glass and the wood panelings in between things. So I wondered why the artist did that. And the architects responsible for this are architect Moshe Safdie from Boston and engineer Burrow Happold from New York, and they wanted to make it look like this because the use of glass and wood was intriguing, and it hasn't really been used a lot for specific museums. So I thought that was cool that the architects did this. From the outside, it doesn't look very big. I mean, it looks kind of compact, but it has a lot of things inside, like a library, a sculpture garden, a gift shop, a full-service restaurant, and a coffee bar, and a gathering space that can accommodate up to 300 people. So I didn't know it was that big and that it could hold so many things. The exterior of Crystal Bridges uses many elements and principles that I learned about through this art history course. It uses a variety of shapes and colors, and you can kind of tell, like the little pavilion shape over there, that's a pretty, almost looks like a shell. So we've learned about the variety of shapes, and I wondered why the architects did this, because there's like curved shapes and straight shapes, and I thought it meant like a deeper meaning, like our world goes around and it ebbs and flows, it doesn't just stay flat, so I thought that was cool. The mixtures between circles and rectangles makes the building compositionally balanced, and so that's important for any piece of work, so you can kind of get both sides of something. I think the landscape really ties in. So the landscape, again, it really brings out the beautifulness, especially in the spring. It's really pretty out here. It looks kind of like they're going to try to plant a few new flowers down here, but you can tell it's pretty green and lush, and the pretty flowers also down here are really pretty, and it makes the steel building look a lot different and pretty, and the colors couldn't be more opposite. You have lush green and then a steel gray, copper. Throughout this course we have learned a lot about aesthetics and different materials, like the fur-covered cup, saucer, and spoon. These materials were used in such a way, and the exterior of Crystal Bridges is made of steel, which is unexpected for a museum. The architecture of the building uses line and balance to show an organized building, and uses shape to really make the building come alive. The aesthetic of this building uses both steel and wood to not only house the beautiful interior of Crystal Bridges, but there is also some deep and rich history here. The use of steel was not common in the beginning of art because everyone was so focused on painting on canvas material, and they didn't really think outside the box when thinking of materials. Steel started being used in various ways during the Industrial Revolution because factories had just now become popular, and steel is a vital component for strength and stability of buildings. Since then, steel has widely been used for buildings across the world. New York is one of the primary places you're going to find steel, because they use that for skyscrapers, and the architectures were inspired by this, and they did a marvelous job trying to convey a New York City type style for this. Architecture, I feel like, isn't really appreciated as much as it should be, but it's really where we all have to have buildings to, you know, educate ourselves. And like at school, the university, I was thinking of that too. Like, we need classrooms to be able to fit all the people that go there, and we'll have shelter from the rain and stuff. And as you can see, it's cloudy today, but they have a nice pavilion here, so we're not getting wet. In the Adams textbook, I found a cool quote. It says, "Architecture is more functional or utilitarian than pictures and sculptures. The criteria for a successful building are not only whether it looks good, but also whether it fulfills its function well. And this really emphasizes the importance of architecture and how it literally builds our society. Without these beautiful buildings, we would not be able to educate ourselves, like I said earlier, in the way we should. So thank you for watching my video and on the architecture of Crystal Bridges. It's really very beautiful if you ever get a chance to come visit. It's really pretty. There's beautiful landscape over there, and there's sculptures everywhere that you can really look at, and the inside is just as beautiful as the outside. So thank you for watching my video.